everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Sorry if I seem like really excited, I just can't wait for you to see this makeup look. I just finished filming it and obviously I'm filming the intro now and I'm like, oh, I'm friggin' just in love with it. So basically it's a purple and pink cut crease and I was actually inspired to film this from a video that Manny MUA filmed a few days ago, probably now by the time this video goes up, and he basically did a pinky purple cut crease as like a prom makeup and it's just completely gorgeous, and when I saw it I was like, oh my god, I really want to try that. So yeah, this is the makeup look that I came up with. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. So I have already done my eyebrows using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde, and I'm then going straight in with Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm popping this all over my eyelid, and this is really going to help the shadows to adhere to the skin and make it last all day long. I'm then taking the Iconic 3 palette by Revolution, and I'm taking this middle kind of taupey mauve transition shade and I'm just popping that into the crease of my eye and kind of starting to build the shape of the cut crease that we want. So I'm taking it right into the inner corner and then flicking it out right on the outside of the eye, just to kind of create a little bit of a guide when we start putting down those brighter and more darker colours. I'm then taking the sleek Eye Define Original palette and I'm taking this lovely kind of muted purple shade and I am just putting that on top of that crease colour that we've already applied, and basically this is just going to help us start to build up that colour in the crease and really kind of more define the shape that we want for this cut crease and build upon that shape and really just help all the colours kind of diffuse together and come together and build up into a really nice transition. I'm then taking Masquerade, which is a Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow, and it's absolutely friggin' stunning. It's so gorgeous, and I'm just taking this really little, it's actually a lip brush, but I'm using it in the eye because it's just friggin' tiny, and I'm just putting it kind of right in the crease. I'm not going too crazy with it to begin with. I'm really using it to mark out that shape that we want for the cut crease. I'm really adding depth to the right in the crease bit there. Yeah, just to really kind of help define the eye more. I then have taken the colour slightly further out of the crease and I'm just using a fluffy brush to really kind of blend that out and make it look really seamless and beautiful. And the thing that you'll notice with this eyeshadow is when you kind of move your eye around, because it's foiled, it has a kind of metallic finish on it, like that gorgeous foiled finish. So it looks so pretty when you're kind of closing your eyes and moving your head around a little bit. It just kind of really adds that little bit of just differentness to the eye look. I'm then taking that same palette and I am using the matte black shade, and like I did before with that Masquerade colour, I'm just kind of outlining and creating more depth to the crease. I'm really not taking the black much further than that right tucked into the crease, and then I'm using a nice fluffy brush to blend it out and make it more seamless. But yeah, all this is doing is adding a little bit more dimension and depth, and this really dark colour right next to where we're going to do the cut crease is going to create a really beautiful contrast. I'm then taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Natural and I'm just popping this on the back of my hand and then using an angled eyeliner brush. I'm basically just creating that shape that we want. So when you do your eyeshadows, you don't have to worry about being too specific with it, because once we go in with the concealer, we'll create the shape that we want. So this can be quite tricky, so it might take you a little bit of time to kind of get used to it and get the shape that you want. But like eyeliner, this smells fear. So just take your time. You will get there in the end, and I'm just blending the rest of that concealer now onto my eyelid, and this is just kind of act as more of a base for the colour that we put on in a minute because it's a lot lighter. But yeah, try and make it as symmetrical as you can. Like I said, it's really difficult, so take your time, and you know, it's only makeup, so if it goes wrong you can just take it off and start again. I am then taking the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Carnival, and this is just a really, really beautiful soft lilac colour, like really, really like virgin on pink almost. And I'm just popping that all over that concealer that we've just put on the lid, and basically all over the lid and anywhere where we haven't already put eyeshadow. And this colour just complements those dark purple shades so beautifully. It's just such a frigging contrast. It looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then taking this Makeup Geek sparkler in the shade Halo, and I'm just gonna dab that across where I've just added that Carnival shade. And all it's gonna do is kind of add a little bit of glimmer, because Carnival is a matte shade, so this will just add a little bit of sparkle and glimmer, so when you move your eyes in the light you'll get a little bit of a twinkle and it'll look very, very pretty and feminine. And then taking the L'Oreal Superliner Ultra Precision in the shade Black, and I'm just going to create quite a dramatic wing. I'm not making it too thick on the lid because I don't want to hide too much of the shadow which we've just spent friggin' ages applying, but I do want it to kind of match or mimic the shape of that cut crease which we've just created. So you can either have them kind of meeting at the end. I've decided to leave a little bit of a gap because I like the look of it that way. But yeah, just take your time. Yeah, and you just really want it running parallel to the cut crease that we've just done. And then taking my favourite mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash, and I'm just going to apply that on my lashes prior to adding some false lashes. The false lashes that I'm using are the Eyelaw Exaggerate Lashes in 145, and oh my god, these are friggin' stunning. So all I'm doing is I'm adding the lash to like the middle of my eye, and then I'm just pulling on the outside in the inner corner just to stick those down in place, and this really is the easiest way to apply lashes. So for foundation, I am mixing two of my favourite foundations, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible in Matte in the shade Vanilla, and the NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Deauville, and I'm just mixing them together and dabbing them all over my face. And then I'm taking the Sleek Bare Kiss Illuminator in Monaco and adding that in between where I've put the foundation, and then I'm just blending it all out. And then I will go on to use a beauty blender just to kind of really get a beautiful finish on it. This will give you a much more dense kind of flawless finish than using a brush will. And then taking that same LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to conceal under my eyes and set that in place with my L'Oreal True Match powder in Golden Ivory. This really is my friggin' favorite concealer. It's just gorgeous. And look, what's it called, like the end of it is so good for carving out your friggin' eyeliner and just makes it so perfect and precise, and I just friggin' love it. And yeah, just using a beauty blender to blend that all out so it's just gorgeous and seamless and just and then I'm just setting that in place with the True Match powder. So to bronze, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Flush palette in the shade Strip, and I'm taking first this gorgeous bloody, bronzing shade, and then I'm taking the same blush from that palette, and I'm just bronzing up my cheeks and my forehead and just making myself look super tanned and gorgeous because I am very pale. And I'm also taking it onto my jawline just to kind of get rid of my double chin a little bit, you know how it is. And then I'm just adding a little bit of that gorgeous blusher shade which it has in this palette, and this is just going to help bring the look together a little bit and just add a little bit more colour to our face and our cheeks and just really bring it all together. I'm then taking my Sleek White Noise eyeliner, and it's friggin' tiny. I really need to buy a new one, but it's just so good. But yeah, I just need to get my arse in gear and like buy a new one. So I'm popping that on my lower lash line, and this is just going to help make our eyes look super bright. And then taking that same Carnival shade, and I'm just running that underneath my lower lash line, and I'm basically going to be building up the eyeshadows as we did in the crease. So I'm taking that same Sleek palette and using that purple and popping that a little bit closer to my lash line than I did with the Carnival shade, and then I'm taking Masquerade and adding that really close to my lash line as well. And yeah, basically just mimicking what we did in the crease but on the lower lash line, just so it all ties in together really nicely. And then I'm just adding some mascara to my lower lashes, and it's the same Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm then taking the Sleek Solstice highlighter palette, and this is, oh my god, it's friggin' amazing. And I'm taking that cream shade and then that peachy highlighter shade in the corner which I just showed you, and I'm first applying the cream as kind of a base for that gorgeous peachy colour that we're going to put on, and then I'm applying the peach over the top, and it just gives the most friggin' intense highlight that I've ever seen in my life. It's amazing. So I'm just popping that on my inner corner as well. It's so bright, I love it. And yeah, and now I'm just taking it onto my brow bone because I thought, well, this is like such a dramatic eye look, like you need to be just highlighted to the heavens and back. I'm then taking this gorgeous liquid lipstick. It's by Jera Cosmetics and it's called a Hydra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Serenity. And I am just overlining my lips slightly, just because I think liquid lipsticks make it so easy to overline your lips anyway, so it's like, why not? And it just looks absolutely gorgeous and really brings the look together. The end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I friggin' loved every second of it. I'm just completely obsessed with this makeup and I never ever want to take it off, and I want to be this purple for like the rest of my life. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below of anything that you want to see on this channel or that you want me to do. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!